The busiest and heaviest year of travel for me was the year I got married. My wife taught here in town and I was on the road, so we didn't see each other very often. We knew something had to change. In the end, I made a song with a lot of piano. I knew the piano player now, and I'm so. Hey. I asked her what she thought. She played the piano and sang in the background for me. Josh Turner is not only a well-known name in traditional country music, but also a sign of sticking with something even though things are always changing in the business. His deep, resonant voice has made him famous all over the world, from his big hit Long Black Train to lasting hits like Your Man and Why Don't We Just Dance. But how did a young man from a South Carolina small town become the biggest star in country music while staying humble and true to his roots? Behind the bright lights and enticing music is a trip that is anything but simple. Josh Turner has shown that with unwavering faith and hard work, anything is possible. He has overcome a serious injury that almost ended his dream of becoming a singer and the difficulties of staying true to his classic musical style in a world that is quickly becoming more modern. His journey isn't just about singing, it's also about being a husband, a dad, and a Christian who always puts his family and faith first. So, what is it about this man that has made him an iconic figure in traditional country music? Let's look into Josh Turner's life, work, and values. He is a star who has kept his light shining even when things were bad. Josh Turner was born in Hannah, South Carolina, on November 20th, 1977. Growing up in a small town with a modest family, his hopes of becoming a musician seemed far away and few people were brave enough to go after them. Turner had a strong love for music from a very young age, especially gospel music, which has its roots in the Christian communities of the American South. He grew up in a very religious Christian family, so the church was the first place he heard the beautiful melodies of this holy music. His first steps in music were firmly planted in Sunday services, where he sang with his mother and other people in the community. Turner learned important lessons about family values and persistence while growing up in a loving, religious home. These lessons would have a huge impact on his life and work. But Turner's path to music wasn't always easy, even though he grew up in a loving and inspiring home. He knew that to become a famous singer, he would need more than just ability. He would also need to be brave enough to face many challenges. Josh has had to deal with doubt and many problems since the beginning of his career, when he performed at fairs and small events all over South Carolina. But these problems only made him more determined to work harder. Josh Turner had a hard childhood, but those hard times helped him build a strong base that helped him become one of the biggest names in country music. Turner chose to leave his comfort zone because he had big dreams and a strong desire to leave his small-town roots behind. He went to Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee, when he was young. Nashville is known as the music capital of the world. This choice was a turning point that turned Turner from a singer with a lot of potential into an artist actively looking for his place in the very competitive music business. Career and early problems moving to Nashville put Turner in the middle of the country music business and gave him the chance to learn from more experienced acts. Turner, however, had to deal with a big problem just as his career was going to start to take shape. During a school show in 1996, he found out that he had badly damaged his vocal cords. He had to stop singing because of this news, and he had to face the fact that he might never be able to follow his dream further. Turner didn't give up, he decided to start over. To protect his voice, he learned the right way to sing and spent a lot of time singing traditional country and church songs in practice rooms. This time of healing and getting better helped him create the unique, powerful style that would later define his music. Turner learned a lot about how to do things technically, but the health problem also taught him how to be strong spiritually. He later said that this hard time made him stronger in his faith in God and gave him ideas for many sacred songs that he would write in the future. Turner reached a major milestone in 2001 when he performed at the Grand Ole Opry, which is a big deal for any country act. That's where he first played the song he wrote himself, Long Black Train. The audience connected with the song right away because of its haunting melody and message of hope. Turner went from having no known voice to becoming a rising star in the country music scene after this performance, which was a huge hit. Even though he had early success, Turner stayed grounded. As the music business moved toward more current styles, he was under a lot of pressure. Turner stuck to traditional country music because he wanted to stay true to his roots. This meant that he had to work twice as hard to show that his music could still compete and connect with younger audiences. Turner never gave up, even when his health got worse or when music styles changed. In the beginning of his work, he not only improved his skills but also strengthened his character and core values. He was a true artist who never lost sight of his roots and faith, no matter how hard the road ahead would be. A successful career. After battling through the tough early stages of his career, Josh Turner went through a time of amazing success, reaching milestones that made him an icon of traditional country music. His success came from more than just his unique, strong voice. It also came from how dedicated he was to his musical style and how deeply his songs spoke to people. Turner's first big step forward in his work was the release of his first album, Long Black Train, in 2003. The title track, which was based on a lecture, became a symbol of strength for people who are facing temptations in their lives. Long Black Train was more than just a song. The message was very spiritual, and Turner's deep, powerful voice made it clear. With its powerful words and haunting melody, the song touched the hearts of millions of country music fans, especially those who believed in Christianity. More than 1 million copies of the record were sold, making Turner a leader of traditional country music in a time when modern styles were popular. It also brought him a lot of attention. Turner didn't rest on his laurels after his first show. His second record, Your Man, came out in 2006 and changed the course of his career. This record wasn't just a step forward, it was a leap. It went platinum after selling more than 2 million copies. Turner had hit songs that people of all ages loved. Like Your Man and Would You Go With Maine, Your Man found the right balance between classic country sounds and modern feelings, giving listeners a taste of both the old and the new. Would You Go With Maine was praised for its beautiful lyrics and Turner's honest performance, which drew viewers into a simple but charming love story. Turner joined the top artists in country music with this record, and it proved again how popular traditional country music can be when done correctly. Turner's third record, Everything Is Fine, released in 2007, added to his fame. Even though it didn't do as well at the box office as Your Man, it showed how great Turner is at telling stories. Turner's style was marked by its depth and musical integrity, even though songs like Firecracker had a happy and lighthearted feel to them. This record showed that Turner wasn't just good at sad songs, he could also make people laugh and enjoy themselves. In the same year, Turner was made an official member of the Grand Ole Opry, which is one of the highest honors in country music. This award not only showed how talented he was, but it also recognized how he helped keep the genre's customs alive. Turner released Haywire in 2010, which had the hit song Why Don't We Just Dance. The song was #1 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart for 4 weeks in a row, making Turner one of the most famous stars in country music at the time. People really connected with the song's simple but deep praise of love and life's little moments. Haywire showed that Turner could change his sound while staying true to his roots even more. The record Punching Bag, which came out in 2012, was another big success. Time Is Love, its hit, was the most played song on country radio that year. The track's timeless attraction came from its relatable themes of love and sacrifice, which helped Turner connect with his fans even more. Punching Bag was more than just a record, it showed how mature Turner's art was and how deep his feelings were. Turner made a strong return in 2017 with Deep South, his first album in a long time. With hits like Hometown Girl, the record went straight to the top of Billboard's Top Country Albums chart when it came out. This success showed how popular Turner still is, even though the music business is changing and becoming more competitive. His album Deep South was like a letter to his roots and the ideals he held dear. On his 2018 album I Serve a Savior, Turner showed how much he loved church music. This unique project not only shared his Christian faith, but also made a special link with his fans through songs with spiritual meanings. Fans of both gospel and country music loved the record, which shows Turner's ability to inspire people in ways other than entertainment. Turner released Country State of Mind in 2020. It was a very ambitious project that used classic covers to honor country music stars. The album was both nostalgic and unique, with tracks with well-known singers like Randy Travis, Chris Christopherson, and Chris Janson. Country State of Mind was more than just a record, it was a story that showed how much Turner loved and respected the music style that made his career possible. Josh Turner's career is marked not only by his award-winning albums and #1 songs on the charts, but also by his unwavering dedication to faith, hard work, and timeless values. Turner's albums have not only touched the hearts of his fans but also added to the history of country music, making him one of the most loved and recognized artists in the business. Personal life: Josh Turner is a humble man who puts his Christian faith above all else. He is known for getting great reviews on stage and in his work. He has always said that his family and personal principles are the most important things to him, no matter how important his job is. These ideas have given Turner a strong base, which has helped him stay stable and balanced in his life, even though the music business is hard. Turner married Jennifer Ford in 2003. She had been with him since the beginning of his career as a musician. Turner met Jennifer while they were both students at Nashville's Belmont University. Since then, Jennifer has been an important part of Turner's life. Jennifer is more than just Turner's wife, she has also been his friend, advisor, and sometimes co-worker on his musical projects. She has been in some of his music videos, including the famous Your Man one. In those videos, she and him showed how much they love each other and how strong their bond is, both on and off the stage. They have 4 sons: Samuel, Hampton, Colby, and Marion. Turner talks a lot about how being a dad is one of the most important and difficult things in his life. Turner is a loving dad who does everything he can to spend time with his family, even though his tour schedule is very busy. His presence in his children's lives is very important to him, and he often brings them with him on tour to keep the family close. Turner also wants to teach his kids morals like humility, hard work, and faith in God, which he sees as the most important thing for his family. His children's Christian religion is very important to him. He is not only a devoted believer, but also an inspiration. He uses his music to help share good vibes. His gospel record, I Serve a Savior, and many of his other songs, like Long Black Train, have spiritual themes. Turner sees music as more than just a way to have fun. It's a way to connect with others and share important beliefs. He has said that he feels a huge duty every time he steps on stage, not only to perform, but also to send messages that really hit home with his crowd. People know Turner, but he lives a simple life. He lives with his family on a farm in Tennessee and loves the quiet life he shares with his wife and kids. Turner loves gardening, taking care of animals, and spending time with his family doing simple things that mean a lot. He has said that being close to nature keeps him balanced and gives him ideas for his songs all the time, of course. Turner also gives his time to neighborhood and charity work. He strongly supports music education programs for kids and often plays at events to raise money for them. Turner feels very responsible for using his fame to do good things in the community, and he takes this duty very seriously. Josh Turner's personal life is a good mix of music, family, and faith. He is not only a great artist, but also a loving father and a great example of how to be dedicated and kind. People have loved and respected him for a long time because he lives a sincere, humble, and important life. But things haven't always been easy. Behind Turner's successes and the image of a peaceful family life are big problems, such as heartbreaking failures and the pressure to keep his musical style alive in a business that is always changing. Challenges and hardships. Josh Turner has had a lot of success in his work, but his life has also been full of problems and challenges. From personal tragedies to the pressures of the music business, Turner has had to deal with a lot of problems in order to keep his place and keep sharing the musical values that are important to him. Turner and his team went through one of the saddest times in his career in 2019. Unfortunately, while on tour in California, an accident happened with the tour bus holding members of his band. One crew member died and several others were hurt. Turner wasn't even on the bus at the time of the accident, but it made him feel very sad. He said that the event was one of the hardest times in his life. Turner turned to his faith and music to help him deal with his sadness after the accident. He prayed, spent time with his family, and tried to find comfort in singing and writing songs. Turner didn't let the pain of losing his team members get to him. Instead, he used it to drive him to remember them and keep using his music to spread messages of hope and inner strength. This experience made him even more focused on the role of faith in his life and job, which is something he talks about a lot in interviews and shows in his work. Besides personal disasters, Turner has also had to deal with a lot of pressure from the music business. In a time when new sounds are influencing country music more and more, staying true to the traditional style has become very hard. Many country singers mix it with pop or electronic dance music (EDM) to appeal to younger audiences, but Turner has stayed true to traditional country music, which is what his deep voice and emotionally rich melodies make him. He has said that this is a harder road, but it fits with who he is and the values that his music stands for. Audiences aren't the only ones who put pressure on artists to fit in. Music producers and people working in the business also often tell artists to try new things and follow trends. Turner, however, has refused to give in. Rather than following short-lived trends, he has decided to stay true to himself and connect with his fans through honest music. This approach may have cost him some business chances, but it has earned him a group of devoted fans who respect and admire his unwavering beliefs. During all of these hard times, Turner has turned to music as both a comfort and an inspiration. His songs are more than just fun, they have deep meanings about faith, love, and life. As an example, Turner uses music to deal with bad things and spread words of hope. Long Black Train is a good example of this. Albums like I Serve a Savior and Punching Bag show how strong he is in the face of hardships and inspire fans who look for peace in music. Josh Turner has stayed true to traditional values and the changing power of music, even though he has lost friends, been under a lot of pressure, and seen the music business change. These problems have not stopped him. Instead, they've focused on how strong he is as an artist who stays true to his beliefs and passions. Turner's unwavering commitment has not only helped him stay alive in a tough business, but it has also made him a bright example in the world of country music, both now and in the future. Josh Turner has been making country music for more than 20 years and still manages to keep his family life in order. his job and the traditional beliefs he has always held dear. In 2024, Turner did a number of impressive things that showed why he was still popular. In April, he put out the song Heatin' Things Up, which was a big step forward in his music career. After this success, his record This Country Music Thing, which came out in August, showed how creative he was all the time. The songs on the record not only had a traditional country sound to them, but also deeply connected with modern viewers, mixing timeless themes with issues that are important today. Turner went on a greatest hits tour throughout 2024, which happened at the same time as the album's release and gave fans all over the US the chance to hear his famous songs live. Not only did these shows show how much he loves music, they were also touching tributes to the people who have been there for him throughout his long career. Turner's tour showed how much country music fans still love him by having shows that were completely sold out throughout the country. Turner keeps his family life quiet on his Tennessee farm, even though he is busy with music projects. He continues to enjoy the simple but important things in life with his wife Jennifer and their 4 boys. Turner often says that the time he spends with his family is what inspires him the most, helping him find a balance between work stress and inner peace. As a loving father, he not only teaches his kids to work hard and be humble, but he also shares his love of music and faith with them. Josh Turner will be remembered not only for his award-winning albums and best-selling songs, but also for his work to keep classic country music alive and make it better. In a time when many artists mix styles to appeal to current tastes, Turner stays true to what makes him special, from his deep, resonant voice to the deeply emotional songs he writes. Some songs, like Long Black Train and I Serve a Savior, are more than just music. They're deep themes of faith, love, and hope. Turner also inspires young people, not just through his singing but also through teaching and working with other artists. He tells new country music artists to get in touch with their roots and stay true to the genre's core ideals. Turner feels like he can connect with his audience through songs and performances, not just through the music. He tells stories through his songs. Josh Turner is an example of someone who works hard, stays true to their heart, and loves what they do. He left behind more than just timeless hits. He also left behind the spirit of a real artist who uses music to share human values. Josh Turner will always be known as a symbol of country music and a musician who loved his craft, his family, and the good things in life. Josh Turner is not only a great country music singer, but also a sign of sticking with things, being loyal, and having strong values. He had a hard start in a small town in South Carolina, but he overcame many problems to become one of the biggest names in classic country music. With his deep, Turner has had a great career for over 20 years thanks to her powerful voice, unique singing style, and unwavering devotion to her family and faith. While the music business is always changing, Turner has stayed true to the style he loves, making hits that not only captivate listeners but also send important lessons about life. His records, like Long Black Train and This Country Music Thing, are more than just musical works. They are artistic legacies that are deeply infused with his personal touch and human ideals. Josh Turner is a great example of how to have a successful job and a happy personal life at the same time. Even though the music business is always changing, he has stayed true to himself and his beliefs, giving him a unique identity. Not only Turner's singing, but also the honest, simple, and always centered way he lives his life is what makes him stand out. What new wonders does Turner have planned for his journey? Will his deeply felt, uniquely country songs continue to move people all over the world? That's something we're all very excited about. Tell us what you think about Josh Turner's songs and the things he stands for. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and hit like so we can keep looking into the amazing lives of artists like him. Take care, and I'll see you in the next film. Thank you.